Well, watch out for Infosys in trade today. While TCS would be kicking off the Q4 earnings season, Infosys would be in the limelight on account of that they have, in an exchange announcement, they had stated that the company would be considering buyback offer on 14th of April along with its results. In fact, the Infosys is likely or expected rather to announce a buyback of nearly around $1.5 billion to $2 billion according to various analysts, which translates into nearly around 11,000 crore to 15,000 crore. As per the buyback rules, a company can do a maximum buyback of nearly around 25% of the net worth, and in fact if we consider that, if you look at the net worth of Infosys, it stands at nearly around 71,600 crore as of December 2020. Infosys does have a $4.5 billion of cash and investments, which translates into nearly around 33,100 odd crores in terms of cash and investments. So yes, considering the buyback rules of a maximum of 25% of the net worth, that would translate into a maximum buyback size of close to 17,900 crore. But most of the analysts again do expect a buyback size of somewhere around on an average of 12,000 crore, and the range is anywhere between 11,000 crore to 15,000 crore. If you look at the Infosys, well, the recent buyback was announced on during Jan 2019. This was of a buyback size of 8,200 odd crore for a buyback of 800 rupee at a buyback price of 800 rupees per share via open market, and this translated into a buyback of nearly around 27% of the cash surplus and 13% of net worth. Prior to this buyback, Infosys had done a buyback somewhere around November of 2017. This was a buyback worth 13,000 crore, and this was via tender offer route. Most of the analysts do believe that possibly this time Infosys would opt for a tender offer route on account of its simplicity in terms of buyback as well. CLSA does have a buy rating on Infosys. In fact, not just CLSA, most of the analysts are fairly bullish on Infosys, and most of the analysts do have a buy rating. The stock is also likely to do well on account of good growth expectations, not just in Q4, also in FY22, because the management has already indicated a double-digit growth outlook for FY22. CLSA maintains a buy with a target price of 1440. They do state they do expect a potential buyback of $1.2 billion to $1.5 billion. And they do state that although the buyback is likely to be EPS neutral, it should be ROE positive. And do know that for FY21, the expected ROE stands at nearly around 30%. Urmil Shah of IDBI Capital does believe that the previous two buybacks were 17% and 25% premium to the share prices during the date of the announcements, and he believes that it would be reasonable to expect anywhere between a 15% to 20% premium to the Friday's closing price. Given the relative simplicity of the process, Urmil of IDBI Capital expects Infosys to opt in for a tender offer route. So yes, watch out for Infosys results on 14th of April, but also watch out for the buyback announcement.